There's something about 2010 sci-fi, just it's quite nice. There's something about it.
The nostalgia?
The aliens. I don't know, the way that they're all depicted, I kind of love it.
Right.
Whereas like modern sci-fi, there's a lot more twist to it. Like think like Guardians of the Galaxy kind of style sci-fi.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like more campy, kind of goofy. Kind of like that thing where it's like fucking aliens, man. And they're fucking, we don't know what the fuck is going on with them, but we got to kill them.
Yeah.
I just love it. It is so sick.
Well, one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. I didn't really know this was a cult classic till I grew up. I thought it was just a me as a kid thing.
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
fire.
I mean,
That's my dad's favorite movie.
That checks out.
that makes sense.
That
Yeah.
movie is so fucking
But
good.
I don't
but
know-
my God, my dad, there was a point I remember in my young life where I
wanna
swear
watch
my
this.
dad watched this movie every single fucking night for years.
I don't
because
know.
because my dad grew up with the book because this is
Yeah.
originally based off a book.
Oh.
And it was like his favorite sci-fi book of all time growing up. And this movie, yeah, he would just play it. And imagine, like, you've seen the movie now, right? Like many times.
Yes.
The aliens in this are fucking terrifying.
They are. I watched this as a kid.
Yeah,
The
it
fucking-
scarred me as a child.
Oh my God. The one scene with the brain alien.
That still scares me to
No,
this day.
I cannot rewatch that scene. Every time that comes up, I'm like, I gotta look
It's
away.
I
so
really
scary.
want to watch this. I really
You've never
You
watched
you
it?
need to watch
You
it.
I loved Helldivers. Helldivers was so fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
this is
And
basically Helldivers.
Helldivers
Yes.
is basically just this movie. Like
This is to this day fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
But really epic.
Talk
Really,
about
really
the
cool.
perfect mix of campiness.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
this is just it. I can't, like, as a kid, I thought it was just like a normal action movie. I'd never cottoned on to like some of the it taking itself too seriously or it being a parody. You know, it fucking walks that perfect line
Yeah.
of something that is self-aware but also taking itself 100% seriously.
Yeah, you know what, like, cool little tidbit I learned about this movie?
What?
You know that scene where, like, all of the army men and women are all in the shower together?
Yeah.
Apparently, none of the actors wanted to film that part because, you know, they're all fucking... There's this one scene where they're all naked together in the shower, right? And the only way that the director convinced them to do it is the director filmed that scene also naked.
Are you serious?
He was like, I will get naked with you guys to do this scene because I need this scene in the movie. And that's how they convinced them to do that scene.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that would be fucking weird. But yeah,
That's
this
kind of
movie-
like maybe like no one asked. It's like, wait, no, you.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Like,
That
no,
wasn't the problem.
I don't want you to be. In fact, that would make me more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The actor's like, all right.
I don't find this fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
dude, if you love Hell, you'll love this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like thinking back, what was up with that era of sci-fi movies? Because like I think to like films like this, RoboCop as well. Do you
Yeah.
remember how like insane? I watched that as a kid.
Insanely violent.
That scarred me as a kid.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Some of the scenes of that. What's that one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and he's in Mars or something like that?
Oh, Total Recall.
Total Recall
That's
as
also
well.
a fucking awesome movie. You're just naming all of my dad's favorite movies.
I mean, I think
My dad loves the hyper-violent sci-fi
Yeah,
movies.
yeah,
I mean, I
right?
think it's because late 90s, early 90s, like sci-fi's peak, man. Because it
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
we just got computers that are like becoming mainstream.
Yeah, there's Total
Yeah.
And
Recall.
tech-
Oh my God, more like
Yeah.
this. Literally.
Fifth Element as well.
Oh shit, yeah.
Fucking
Te-
Dude,
I
that
think
one-
tech's exciting, you know.
Dude, that one scene in Total Recall where like he's on Mars and and his like helmet snaps
Yeah, and
and then his eyes start fucking popping out.
I remember that.
I
as
saw
a
that
kid.
in my
Oh.
nightmares growing up.
I've seen clips of this.
Yeah,
It's
that's from
iconic,
Total
right?
Recall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, looking back-
and the woman with the 3 boobs.
Oh yeah. God, you are like unlocking some childhood memories, man. Something I definitely should not.
These
have
are
been
all
watching as a
movies
kid.
that I involuntarily watched as a child because my dad
Yeah.
would just keep watching them.
I do enjoy the Fifth Element as well. I watched that for the first time not too long ago as well.
That's such a good
man.
movie.
Yeah,
Such a good movie.
Love that movie.
Hell
Man,
yeah.
I feel like sci-fi in the 90s was so peak.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just love when these
100%.
aliens are like, what the fuck are these things?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
it's just so fun.
Yeah, we don't really get movies like this anymore.
Well, because
Yeah.
I feel like fantasy's in right now.
yeah.
Fantasy
I
is
think
in
'cause
right now.
technology kind of sucks right now and is scary, and I think we don't really enjoy. We don't look forward in awe anymore. We're like, oh god, please go back.
Yeah.
So I think
it's-
fantasy is like more of an escapism for
That's
lots of
Because
people.
people right now, fucking tinfoil hat on. People just want to escape the world they live in right
Uh-huh.
now, as
Not-
opposed to
not be more
be
invested, yeah.
reminded of what it is like. That is the kind of like vibe I get, because I still do really, really enjoy sci-fi, but I don't know why. Sometimes I see a sci-fi and I'm like, I'm not really like in the mood for this right now. And it's not anything like too deep, but sometimes I'm trying to think of like a sci-fi thing that just came out, aside from Dune, of course.
I think it's not traditional sci-fi, but I feel like it's certainly happened with Black Mirror, where reality has gotten like Black Mirror, so Black Mirror-esque, and now Black Mirror has kind of lost its punch.
It's gone a little too close to home.
Yeah,
recently.
right.
Yeah.
Where like Black Mirror is now just commenting on like just shit that we deal with now.
Yeah.
Like the fucking, I don't know if you watched the new season.
No.
It's fine.
Yeah.
There's some good episodes, some episodes.
I watched one episode, I think, and I was like,
Which episode did you watch? The first one? The first one was just about how subscription models are fucking awful.
No, I watched the one.
You don't need to tell me that.
But that's it, right? Like before it was like, oh my God, the future is this. And then now it's just like, man, isn't tech just awful right now?
I watched the one where memories can be recorded.
Oh, yeah, that one. That one's not bad. That's one of the not bad ones.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the not bad ones.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was on board, and then it was just like, damn, this chick going all this way to like, I don't know, it just got a little bit too, this is a true crime kind of like documentary on like the worst thing that could happen possibly. And it just, I don't know, it just got a little bit unrealistic for me.
I think that's
that's that episode? Wait, which one was that? There's a true crime one?
No. But like, so the premise of this is that there's this girl and this guy who are dating. They're in a car, accidentally run over someone. The guy's like, I can't go to jail again. I can't go to jail. We're going to go to jail. So she helps him hide the body. And the memory of that is recorded or something like that. And then she's like, she lives with it. They move on with their lives. They break up. She starts a family, has a career. And then he comes back into her life and he's like, yo, I'm a born again now. You know, I feel really bad. I'm going to admit to this crime that that we committed, but I won't name you, but I'm going to say that I committed this crime.
I don't remember this episode.
You don't remember this episode?
From the new season?
I'm pretty sure it's from the new season.
Maybe it's not from the new season.
I feel like this isn't from this season.
It might be from the previous season.
Wait, okay, we go to Black Mirror episodes and see.
Black Mirror episodes.
Because I want to see if God is misremembering this season or the season before.
Did you just make up a Black Mirror episode?
I did not make up a Black Mirror episode.
I was going to say, because I've never heard of this. So go to
Season
7.
7.
Wait. Go up. Okay, keep going down.
There's only 6 episodes.
There's only 6 episodes.
Are you sure it's not season 6?
It might be season 6, dude.
Shit. Wait, hold on.
Or season 5.
Hold on. Let me load up my Netflix. Let me load up my Netflix quickly. I swear to God,
I was going to say, like, this does sound Black Mirror-esque, but I don't think this is from the new season.
I
Watch it be from like season 2 or something.
No. I swear to God, it was a new season.
Yeah, I only watched the first season.
Season 7 had some really fucking awful episodes. Like, just really shit episodes.
Yeah, after season 2, I kind of lost interest.
Season 3 had some good ones, and USS Callister, the first one was good. The second episode of it, they brought back a second episode of one of the episodes in this season.
Okay.
It was fine. There was 3 decent to fine episodes and 3 episodes that were fucking awful.
Right.
And that's the problem, is that oftentimes I feel more jaded from a really bad episode.
Oh my God, it's from season 4. Okay. Ignore what I said.
Which one is this?
Which one is
It's
it?
called Crocodile.
An insurance agent investigates a minor traffic incident. Oh, yeah.
Which one
Using
did
a
I
device
watch
that
then?
manifests people's memories.
Oh, I watched Common People. Fuck, that was from bro. They're
What
all,
season is that?
That's season 7.
Common People.
Yeah.
Okay, Common People. Yeah, that's one with the subscriptions where she's dead and you have to pay a subscription to keep her alive.
Yeah. Okay.
That sounds
I just
dumb
blanked
as
that from
fuck.
my memory.
Well, so it's like she's like brain dead,
Yeah.
and they offer, hey, look, for $10 a month, we can like store a version of her brain in the cloud, and then it will work on her so she can be alive.
Right.
But then like every few months in this world, they're like, hey, we're up in the subscription price. But then if you don't buy the new one, she'll just spam ads. So she'll be around and she'll start verbally saying ad reads.
Yeah, see that?
Like a YouTuber.
Yeah, like that. that sounds cool as a concept, but I feel like I won't enjoy watching that because it just hits a little too, like, that's going to happen soon.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Well, not the exact thing, but like, yeah, we're not far off.
Google Drive is going to do something similar to that eventually.
Yeah, true. You want to see your files? 5 Fat Todd?
Okay,
Yeah.
this is weird. I think there's this like this balance, right? Where in terms of like the media I want to, or like in terms of like a fictional story, like a movie or something, if something is a little too on the nose and relevant, I'm just, for some reason, I'm just like, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that's the problem with a lot of modern sci-fi is that there is that. And that also counterintuitively also answers the question as to why fantasy is so big right now. Because fantasy will never get to that point.
Yeah.
Because it's so far away from anything in our reality that it's like, oh, there's no like uncanniness to it.
Yeah.
And we can just enjoy it because, oh, we'll never have to worry about orcs and goblins being a thing because they'll never be.
Yeah, because like I think one of the reasons I started getting a little bit more disinterested, because there's a few shows I've done this where I'm like, this is a great show, but I don't know, it's like too on the nose.
I know what you mean,
Like the latest example I can think of is probably like The Boiis.
Oh.
Where I'm like, okay, hyper-capitalistic world. I'm like, okay, this is very, very relevant. And it's getting to the point where I'm like, this is starting to feel a bit too close to home, you know?
Yeah,
And
I guess when it's kind of like talking about what you're just living through, it's kind of like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like,
Don't remind me.
Because I think there's such a subtle balance between like, for me, a message that really hits me that I think is relevant to this day and age that isn't like 100% on the nose of things. And the best example I could think of is actually like something like Orb, for example.
Yeah.
Where I think the message it preaches is, you know, hey, listen to the other side. You know, there's always, it's not exactly, I have no enemies. It's, you know, all you need to do is just listen. And that's how we progress as a species together, which I think is a message that is very relevant today. But never at one point did I feel like, oh, they're writing about modern times, you know?
Yeah, it's also not overly preachy either, right? Yeah.
Whereas the boys are like, the Republican's going to be the senator and he's working with Homelander.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's Trump? And you're like, what the fuck is like, it just feels like goo goo gaga, like not virtue signaling, but like explanation of like, you are not capable enough to understand current times. Let me tell it through superheroes.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
it almost feels like, and this is the problem with Black Mirror as well. It almost feels like, hey, we're going to make a wacky parody of reality. And then you realize the more you live the modern day, the more you're like, this
This ain't no parody.
This isn't even a parody.
Yeah,
anymore.
I mean, I think that's the problem, right? Is that Black Mirror, at least when it started, it felt like it was just trying to show you an interesting concept in a world.
Yeah.
With the world
an interesting idea.
Yeah, whereas I think people felt like, well, this is kind of relevant to us running on the treadmill. That's funny. Like, that could be us one day.
Yeah.
Where it went from like seeing similarities in how our current lives and current worlds to just being a comment on our current world.
Yeah.
Which I felt like kind of removed the point.
Yeah.
When you think of like the best Black Mirror episodes, like White Christmas, I don't think like, wow, that's terrifying. That could happen to us. It's like, here's just a fucking story about a guy and it's fucking terrifying. It's not about like preaching a message of like, this tech is bad. It's like, let's just take an isolated story where this one tech just felt particularly terrifying in this guy's life.
And I think that's exactly why like so many 90s sci-fi movies are even to this day so fucking good and were so sought after back in the time because it's like they don't get overly preachy with it, and when they do show like a new tech that may or may not become like a reality in the near future, they don't, it's not like completely black and white. It's like very gray. It's like, yeah, there are some great things about this, but here's the scary side of it that the story, that the story is going to cover. But at the end of the day, it can still be optimistic depending on how you view it, right? Like they leave it kind of up to interpretation. And that, I think back in the day, excited a lot of people being like, oh, this could be a reality that could be really, really cool. But then you'd have someone else being like, no, that's kind of scary, dog. I don't want that. And that conversation was interesting. But nowadays, as you said, it's like, it's either too close to home, too preachy, or it's just like too real.
And then sometimes people are like, oh, you don't want politics. And it's like, no, that's not.
No, that's not it.
Because like, it's like the difference between like Final Fantasy, like, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
One of the big messages, like, corporations, using natural resources, destroying the earth via like extraction. it would hit a lot less hard if fucking Cloud had to consider his carbon tax and like talking about greenhouse gases. It just wouldn't hit the same, right?
What do you mean Shinra's taking 27%?
Like, what do you?
That's fucked up.
Shinra is buying carbon taxes and it's not even actually doing anything to offset its carbon neutrality. Like, no, it wouldn't hit. You know what I mean? Like, the reason why it hits is because it makes sense in the context of the world and what we're going
Greta
through.
Thunberg like shows up.
Yeah, Greta fucking Thunberg shows up in Act 3. It's like, no, that's not
The secret boss. Final Fantasy VII.
that's not what we want. Like, that's not what we're trying to say. It's just, it's so brain dead that people have no nuance in this conversation, aren't able to think for themselves and understand. It's like, just because you react, you see like the over drawn out comparison between like the Boiis and the current political climate doesn't mean you fucking don't like politics or don't want to engage in it. And like, it's just fucking like, you don't want to fucking be shoved down your throat, the similarities, and treated like a toddler, because that's what it feels like.
Yeah, like I said, with some of those examples, it's like you don't want it to be too on the nose. You want it to be subtle enough that you're like can still vibe with the message without having to be like, oh, okay, I'm just living this reality right now.
Did you watch Mickey 17?
I didn't know.
Oh,
What's that?
It's the new Robert Pattinson film by the director of Parasite.
Oh, yeah.
I like the movie. I like Robert Pattinson a lot in the movie, obviously, because I'm a Robert Pattinson simp. We all know this. But like, Mark Ruffalo's character is just Trump. And like, it's just like I understand why, obviously, but it's just kind of annoying because you're like, God damn it, we couldn't have just like figured out a different character. Because you're just like, God damn it, it's just Trump if he was in space in this world. It's just so infuriating. It's just like, what the fuck is this, man? And it's fine, but again, it just feels too parody of current times.
Like, my least favorite part of Pluto actually was that they just had this entire like the big part of this arc was just like
Iraq.
was just right. There's robots of mass destruction in Iraq. all this country in the Middle East. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, this is
this unnamed country.
Like, maybe in 50 years that might all come around, and no one, a lot of kids of that current era might not know much about that time, and it might be kind of interesting. But like right now, you're like, ooh, oh, okay, they found robots of mass destruction. Iraq, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, couldn't be a little bit more subtle with your messaging or your, I mean, let me think about it just a little bit in terms of like what the metaphor you're trying to tell me.
I feel like if you're like that close, just go full backy and just fucking meet George Bush at the time. You know what I mean? Just fucking send it. Like, don't even try and like pretend like it's like serious.
It's like, oh, President Bush, there's robots in Iraq. I'll single-handedly destroy them all.
We're sending in Yujiro to handle Iraq. Like, what? What the fuck? But at least it would be so dumb that it'd be like, fair enough. I can't complain. There. Like,
it's like Yujiro could probably stop him.
He can stop anyone.
Oh, Christ.
No, because it would be some peak like, Mr. President, I am not loyal to any nation, and I am the only weapon of mass destruction. I say if bombs get fired. That's what would happen.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.